Have you ever seen bartenders use union rules to shut down lazy coworkers? I work as a bartender in a government-run casino in Canada. It is a strange setup, because that technically makes me both a unionized worker and a government employee. The perks are decent for this kind of job, a pension and benefits, but the pay is far lower than any other bartending role I have held. I have been in the bar industry for decades, and I have never made so little. Meanwhile, the servers in the restaurant are walking away with hundreds in tips every shift. Bartenders are tipped out only 2% of drink sales, and that number never amounts to much. Servers enjoy pointing that out. I have had coins tossed at me like I was a street performer. One server smirked and said, "It was only 50 cents, but I rounded up to $1 because you earned it." They pocket thick stacks of cash while we scrape by, and they act as though they are being generous. To make it worse, our union agreement explicitly states that bartenders cannot serve tables. Servers constantly remind us of this, but they still expect us to cover their work. They want us to run food, clear their dishes, clean their tables, and handle problems with their customers, while they step outside for a smoke or sit glued to their phones. If we ever try to cross into their job for efficiency's sake, they shut us down. But when they want to dump their responsibilities on us, suddenly it becomes helping the team. We complained to management more than once. We explained that servers were abandoning tables, leaving customers frustrated, and leaving us to keep the place running. The answer was always the same. The servers have the floor. If you don't like it, file a grievance with the union. They also told us they could not hire more bartenders because of budget issues. That was the breaking point. If they wanted us to follow the agreement, then we would follow it exactly. The three of us bartenders met with union reps and went through the collective bargaining agreement line by line. We marked every duty and responsibility, highlighted every guarantee, and had laminated copies placed right behind the bar. Nobody could pretend not to know the rules anymore. From then on, we worked by the book. Servers had always wandered behind the bar to pour their own drinks or grab ice and soda. That ended immediately. We stopped them at the counter and pointed to the contract. They had to wait for us to serve them just like customers. They hated it, but there was nothing they could say. We also began taking every break we were entitled to. The contract guarantees 2 15-minute breaks and 1 30-minute meal break. Before, we almost never got them. Now we took them every single time. When one of us left the bar, drink service slowed down. When we took our meal break, drink service stopped entirely, and that meant management had to cover the bar. Watching them scramble was the highlight of my week. Managers who usually spent their shifts hiding in offices or gossiping suddenly had to polish glassware, haul ice buckets, and learn how to make cocktails properly. Customers were quick to complain if drinks were wrong or slow, and management got flustered. For once, they felt the pressure we dealt with every single day. Meanwhile, we sat in the break room with snacks, water, and books, enjoying the time we were owed. The effect on the servers was immediate. Without the option of cutting through the bar for quick service, they had to stay on the floor and actually do their jobs. Abandoned tables became less common. The smug comments about tipping vanished. They started realizing that bartenders were not there to clean up after them anymore. After a few weeks, management gave in. They admitted the casino needed more bar staff. 2 new bartenders were added to the schedule for training, with 2 more positions posted and filled shortly after. For the first time in years, the schedule showed enough staff to make the workload manageable. By sticking to the contract word for word, we forced both servers and management to respect our role. The same agreement that had been thrown in our faces became our most effective weapon. Instead of being run ragged, we finally had proper staffing, proper breaks, and a workplace that functioned the way it should have from the start.